Something is going on with When We Were Young Fest, and we've got to talk about it. Just yesterday, the All-American Rejects bowed out of their placement on the festival due to a contractual dispute. In a statement on their social media, they had this to say: "It is with deep sadness and disappointment that we have to announce that we will no longer be playing When We Were Young Festival next weekend. We have spent months tirelessly preparing a once-in-a-lifetime show that we were excited to bring to you. However, there has been a management change within the When We Were Young operation, and they are no longer able to accommodate us in the previously agreed upon lineup, which has made it impossible for us to continue. We are especially devastated to not get to play for those of you who are traveling across the globe to witness the visual and sonic spectacle we have been brewing up in our cauldron. We would like to apologize to our amazing crew who had been working around the clock to make magic happen. With love, Tyson, Nick, Mike, and Chris." This announcement isn't particularly surprising to me because just last month, Tyson Ritter spoke in an interview pretty candidly, revealing that the band had never been consulted about performing a specific album front to back.
We never agreed to it. The people that booked this show were looking for some angle to sell it. They didn't consult with their artists beforehand. We're playing a Rejects Grand Slam hit fest. We're going to play the set that you want to see.
In the replies to this post, there were some interesting responses from the drummer of Coheed Cambria, another artist on the lineup. Josh Eppard has also mentioned that Coheed Cambria were informed 2 weeks before their set that due to the album's length, the band cannot perform all of Good Apollo. You think the festival would have thought that through, huh? One of the fans responded saying, "If you're going to cancel last minute like this, how about some details? If the festival effed you over, how? This is coming across like you just didn't like your spot. How does that make it impossible to continue?" To which Josh Eppard responded saying, "Something tells me there's quite a few bands miffed about the way this fest has handled things. Ahem, ahem." To which that fan responded saying, "Maybe I am on the wrong side of this thing. They just can't keep me quiet. I think we are all excited to play and sometimes things get a little dicey. I'm bummed as hell All-American Rejects canceled. I love that band." Maybe the bands are miffed about being asked to play a certain album and then 2 weeks before the fest being told said album is too long and having to switch everything around, but what do you care about reality? You have your own cool story all figured out. He quickly followed that up by saying, "That was a little snooty, my bad, just bummed All-American Rejects aren't going. That was like the main band I wanted to see, them and My Chemical Romance." In light of all this, the band Boys Like Girls, who will already be in Las Vegas during this time frame, have made their bid on their Instagram story to be considered for the lineup in All-American Rejects' place. Side note, if you're watching this video and have not listened to Boys Like Girls' new album, Sunday at Foxwoods, which came out last year, you simply must do that. It's one of the best albums I've heard from any band in the emo, pop-punk genre in the past several years. Do yourself a favor. Also, Martin Johnson, the band's lead singer, released 2 albums under the project name The Night Game from 2018 and 2021. Also 2 incredible albums. You should listen to those as well. The media outlet Festive Owl made a post regarding the All-American Rejects pulling out of the festival, alluding to the fact that the incident may not have been isolated. In their post, they said, "A now former festival employee reportedly insisted that acts must perform specific albums to be included on the 2024 lineup. Even when some artists pushed back on the demand, this person still confirmed them on the lineup, assuming bands would eventually relent and comply. While I can't 100% confirm all the details regarding the All-American Rejects situation, it's not difficult to infer from the above information and statement that the band never formally agreed to perform their self-titled album in full as advertised on the lineup poster, and that has now become an issue. In past years, these problems had kind of resolved themselves, but the consequences finally caught up with that individual, creating a bit of a messy situation. That said, artist teams aren't expecting any further contract-related issues with the bands before next weekend and are optimistic that with this person out of the picture, such problems won't arise in the future either. The festival is scheduled to take place next weekend, Saturday, October 19th and Sunday, October 20th, featuring a lineup that includes Fall Out Boy, My Chemical Romance, Jimmy Eat World, A Day to Remember, Taking Back Sunday, Pierce the Veil, The Used, Under Oath, The Main, Mayday Parade, Cobra Starship, State Champs, 303, Motion City Soundtrack, and a lot more. As of right now, the festival has not made a comment regarding the All-American Rejects dropping off of the lineup. While some people were quick to criticize the band for dropping off, if you recall correctly, in 2022, when the first day of When We Were Young Festival got canceled due to a high wind advisory, the All-American Rejects were one of the first bands to announce a free show at a local barbecue place that same day in Las Vegas. So personally, I do think that the All-American Rejects have their best interests of their fans in mind. What do you think of all this? Let us know in the comments below. Stay tuned to Common Revolt for more information as the story is still developing. As of now, the entire festival is set to go on without a hitch next weekend in Las Vegas on the Las Vegas Fairgrounds.